Good morning. Today we are starting with some conditions that are going to be nice and quiet for us here in the valley, and we'll continue that trend as we head through the day today. You can see we're clear. We got a view of a star there here as we're looking off to the east. And if you get a chance, I suggest you get out and take in the Geminid meteor shower this morning. It's peaking today by at meteor a minute, essentially. That's the estimate, and we'll continue to have some clear skies to enjoy that into tonight as well. So here's a look at our temperatures. 30 degrees in Fargo, 27 in Grand Forks, 31 in Jamestown. It's 32 in Detroit Lakes. Up in Roseau, 28 degrees, and our warm spot is Sisseton at 35 right now. So our visibility is looking great for star watching, stargazing, and we'll continue to be, again, on that clear side here this morning. Wind is out of the south or southwest. It's up into the teens right now. We're at 14 miles per hour in Devils Lake and Langdon there, 12 in Fargo. And a look at your radar and satellite map. Looking pretty good. We're quiet. We're clear. We've got some good conditions. Finally, a morning commute that is not going to be factored in, or the weather is not going to be factored in as much to our morning commute this morning. We had 2 days in a row of that now, just in time for Friday, easing into the weekend with some pretty good conditions here. Of course, there's probably some leftover areas of ice. We had that melting yesterday overnight with temperatures dropping below freezing. There is that refreeze. So those areas of ponding and puddles, you'll run into some icy patches there. But otherwise, the tri-state area is looking really good for travel. Our hour-by-hour planner, some quiet conditions this morning. We're looking at temperatures that are going to be ranging, just as we saw, in the 20s for the most part. Some of us in the 30s this morning still. Heading into the 9 o'clock hour, clear, sunny. We're going to see some temperatures into the 30s by the time we get into the noon hour, so rising above freezing again. So we're talking slush, just kind of a sloppy mess on those roads and in those parking lots especially. If you're going to be tailgating here this afternoon and evening, just beautiful weather. We're looking at some 30s to about 40 degrees in Fargo for your high this afternoon, and just quiet conditions. It just looks great. Heading into later on this evening, expect temperatures into the 20s to some 30s for that 7 o'clock hour for the start of the game as you're walking in. And then later tonight, those numbers heading down again, back into some 20s to about 30 around the 11 o'clock hour, which isn't bad at all for us here in the valley. Now heading into tomorrow, here's a look at our hour-by-hour planner for Saturday. In the morning, we are starting off with temperatures in the 20s. Overnight, that wind's going to pick up, so we're looking at chances for some winds gusting into the 20s out of the south this morning, and continuing that trend as we head into the noon hour tomorrow. We'll see those wind speeds getting into the 20s to about 30 miles per hour. So a breezy one on Saturday, but that's kind of the one bad thing about the day. Otherwise, we're looking at sun and some very warm temperatures, probably our warmest day of the week, with our numbers climbing into the 40s throughout a good portion of the valley. Some of us into the 30s as well, and it's just going to be a beautiful day. Heading into Saturday evening, cloud cover starts to sweep through, and we're looking at some quieting conditions again for the overnight hours for tomorrow night. So a couple of really nice days, just getting a little breezy tomorrow. Here's a look at your photo today, an evening sundog. This is in Comstock. Thanks, Tiffany. And we are looking at some great conditions here again today and tomorrow. Heading into the week, or Sunday rather, this weekend, we'll see a slight drop in temperatures, but still very mild, still above average even on Monday when we're at 30. And we continue that climb next week. We just are looking really great now that we're into the heart of December, and heading into the week before Christmas, looking pretty warm.
It does not look like the forecast before Christmas.
I know. I feel like I don't know the last time I saw a 45 on there.
It's been a while. You know, November was such a cold month that we really started to feel that chill early. And so to see these milder temperatures, you know, kind of it's reverse a little bit for us. It does seem a bit odd.
It does. All right. Thank you, Lisa. We'll be right back.